protecting Africa is not a matter of verbal exchange, verbal altercation, and all that. You do not protect Africa by exchanging harsh words with anyone. You have to do some thinking and understand what your Africa is and what you want it to be. You have to know the factors of Africa's development, Africa's plight, and everything happening in Africa. You have to understand the factors. You cannot say that you want to protect Africa and then you go about it by exchanging harsh words. You cannot do it. There are so many factors affecting Africa's journey. What are those factors? What are those factors? You do not use insults to fight. You do not use let me just say bad words. Protecting Africa goes beyond responding to comments, because there are so many comments being made that are not in favor of Africa. There are definitely people who make comments to demean Africa, to denigrate Africa. I mean, it's happening every day, but are you going to protect Africa by responding to such comments? No. To protect Africa, you should use those things as criticisms. Yeah, because when they demean Africa, when they say things to denigrate Africa, then you should see those things as criticisms and use them to make Africa, the Africa you know, make it better than you saw it. And if everybody can, be in that mindset, then after some time, those demeaning comments and so on will begin to diminish. But you cannot just say you are protecting Africa, and in every little place, every little comment anybody makes anywhere against Africa, you go somewhere, look for a way to be heard and talk back. You cannot be a paper tiger. We know what happens to paper tigers. You cannot be one of them. So what's wrong with Africa? Tell me what's wrong with Africa. If you want to know what's wrong with Africa, go and find out what people from developed countries are saying about Africa. There's so many of such things. You don't even need to look far, because we keep saying conduct your research. That one does not involve conducting any research. Just go and check out comments being made about Africa by people in the developed countries. There's so many of them. I cannot even address those comments because there are too many to address. Maybe I can just give 1 or 2 examples. Someone said that Africa is a burial ground for Africans. Think about that. Are you an African like me? Then that should be a criticism. And it is also constructive, That criticism is constructive. Because if you think about it yourself. Let's just say you live in a foreign country. Maybe things are going well for you. And you live in that foreign country until you make all the money you can make. And then you retire. And what else? What else? No, answer the question for yourself. What else? So the person who said that Africa is a burial ground for Africans might be intending to demean Africa or insult Africans or to denigrate Africa and Africans. We don't know. I don't know what could be in the mind of any such person, but that comment is criticism to me. And it's up to me to do something about it, not to go back and fire back and look for something and write. I'm not going to go look for something to write. I'm a damn good writer, so I know where to channel my writing energy And that's where my energy will go. I'm not going to use my energy to fight unnecessary wars. I mean, I will do my writing to convey my thoughts in the way my thoughts should be conveyed. I mean, appropriately. Not just to go and be making noise and fighting back, and somebody told you a bad word or said something bad about your continent, and meanwhile you are not even on your continent and you are getting angry. Somebody says that continent is a burial ground. Are they not going to bury you there? Or are you not getting ready to be flown? Are you not getting ready for your body to be flown back there for burial? Have you not built a big house in Africa? No, say the truth. I mean, this one now goes to those in the diaspora. Have you not built a mansion in Africa? No, tell me. Or tell yourself. Who lives in that mansion? Do you see lizards there when you visit that place once in 10 years or once in 5 years? And then somebody will say, oh, I go there 3 times a year. You go there 3 times a year. And so what? Is that how you will respond to the comment that Africa is a burial ground for Africans? By going there 3 times a year? So let us just know that we cannot protect Africa by just engaging in war of words. And then that would be our way of protecting Africa. No, that doesn't fly at all. Do something about Africa if you want to protect Africa. Engage in constructive things. Put there a small, I'll just say small, but let me just use the word, cottage industry. Manufacture toothpick, for goodness sake. Manufacture matchsticks, that is matches. Manufacture even match, let someone else do the matchsticks. You do the matchbox. All right? Manufacture exercise books. Exercise books for school children. Manufacture wooden forks and wooden spoons. You can do them if you don't have resources to do metal, silver, copperware, and all that. Use wood. Africa has tons of wood. Create wooden fork, wooden spoons, and begin to sell them. When people find out that they can use those wooden forks and wooden spoons for a long time and get good value for them, they will drop the metal forks and metal spoons. You know where I'm going with this? The enslavement that took place several years ago. The brainwashing that took place several years ago. The high school early morning drills, the dining hall, and all those things, and dining table manners, and using your right to hold the knife and using your left hand to hold the fork, and all those kinds of things. Yeah, they are good. They are simple hygiene. But you have to make sure that the little example I've used here right now, that Africa is a burial ground for Africans, you should counter that comment by your action. Counter that action that by your action. Live in Africa. Some of you are already doing it. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, more people will do it. Some people are spending 6 months in Africa and 6 months in the foreign countries. At least that's a good step forward. Some are spending 3 months in Africa, 3 months in a foreign country. That's a good step forward. Not just to stay in a foreign country for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, only to go there in a body bag. The mansion you built there, who lived in it all those times? So, when people demean Africa, you should simply see it as constructive criticism. That's what it is. Use it in that way to make your Africa better, not just to be engaging in fist fights and in encounters that are just unnecessary mental exertion. No, shouldn't do it. Africa should not be a better ground for Africans. It should not be. That's just the example that crossed my mind right now. But the main thing I am addressing is that we should not use comments, insults, harsh words, or to respond to comments that are demeaning. No, we should not. We should just think about solutions to those comments. Provide the solutions. Change the narrative. Let people begin to see something different from what they are saying. If you want to conduct research in that direction, just keep going to look for what people are saying. Search and find the negative things. Go back to your drawing board and determine the best solutions to those things. You might not even be the one to provide the solution, but at least you can play your part by going to find out the negative comments. Do your brain work, use your mastermind, and take steps to determine what's going to be or what's supposed to be the solutions to those things. And when you determine them, you put them out there. Let Africans choose which one to tackle, because there's something I remember, something that they still call classification of occupation. I remember that. I think you should remember it too. If you don't, you should remember the one they call division of labor. So which one are you supposed to be doing? So if you do not know to find out all the negative comments that people are making about Africa, you should know at least how to choose one of the solutions and implement. So what am I dividing here today? I am giving out assignments, because that's what people know me for. I know how to give out assignments, all right? I know how to give assignments. I know how to delegate. I know how to instruct. I know how to specify and stipulate. At least I know how to do that. So today I'm giving you an assignment. Get out there. Go and scavenge to find all those negative comments that people are saying to demean Africa, denigrate Africa, insult Africa and Africans. Go and find them. Those comments. Don't even worry about those who are saying them, because they are doing you a favor. They are helping you to tell you where the pitfalls are. When you find those things, go back to your drawing board like a draftsman, like an architect, like a designer, like a building technologist or building technician, building designer. Go to the board, begin to draw up solutions and models and potential steps, and things that will bring about a technical response to what you found out. When you do that, put them out. Let us see what you find, what you have found out. When you see it, we will choose which one to implement. If it is to open, what do you call it? Open a band, set up a band, music band in your village. You can set up a music band in your village and instruct that this band has to operate in the village, only in the village. And let the villagers learn how to play those instruments and begin to play the band. This is just an example. You go back and gather all the instruments of cultural music. Because the first one I said band, of course, that should give you an impression I'm talking about westernized kind of music. Then you go and gather all kinds of instruments of cultural music and drop it in the village there, in your village, anywhere across Africa, Ivory Coast, Tanzania, Kenya, Cameroon, Congo, Guinea, Egypt, Morocco, just drop it anywhere. Drop it in your village. I'm talking about your village. So that the people of your village will learn how to be in the village and begin to use those things, and that alone will contribute to the stemming of the tide of migrations. When people stay home, and make a living from home, they're not going anywhere. Even if they are lured to somewhere, they will go there and make the money and come back because they live at home. That is how to counter those comments that people are making against Africa, like the comment of burial ground. Maybe we will talk about the other ones on separate occasions, not today. But the main thing today is generally that the people who are making comments against Africa, to demean Africa, they are simply giving you an assignment to do. They are giving you constructive criticism. Go and use it so that you can make your Africa better than you saw it. Make Africa better. Make Africa better.